Season 1 player in Season 2. Because they're like, it really's just been like, yes, there are all spins in OSW's gameplay, but it's still the mentality of like, if I only can work with T pieces and I pieces, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that as best as anyone can and better than anyone else.
Yeah.
And you can see already all the damage. Okay, well, never mind. As soon as I call it out, OSW gets the all spin. But everything from that opener blitz was entirely T pieces and I pieces there from OSW. And you can see the 18
I mean, you can see.
Like,
oh my goodness! Immediate.
Yep. All right.
Start.
So OSW threw in that all spin just as soon as I tried to mention something, and then immediately went back to nothing but T and I pieces.
Like OSW does have the all spin chops. You can't really count out his skill with all spins. Because
I mean, I don't want to, but like there are a lot of people have like tried to manipulate their overall playstyle to incorporate more all spins. I think OSW has learned the all spins, but will really only go for it if it's like very apparently obvious. Like
we've been seeing thus far, he doesn't really need to like rely on them overly.
Not really.
I mean, look at this. So like two rounds in, OSW's already ahead. Like, it's just how his brain's wired.
Yep, all right, and we can see, so there's the TD opener from OSW. Firestorm going for stick spin. Again, a lot of players stick spin, SDPC spin have seen a great success with it in Season 2. And beautiful setup of that spike. Firestorm continuing the one attack per piece gauntlet there, and that's going to be enough to top out OSW, nearly 250 attack per minute. And that is unfortunately what it's going to take, but Firestorm has what it takes in order to pull off these wins.
Yeah, no.
I almost said upset. I forgot Firestorm. Well, I guess technically Firestorm is the lower seed, but like honestly, it is hard to call either of these players winning an upset.
I mean, like in terms of the rankings, they are like these two are very close. OSW had like what a 19 games over Firestorm 17, something like that.
I don't know. It was,
but like it was very close. I mean, FS obviously had the undefeated win towards the knockout phase, but I mean those matches were also. I mean, I think it was really the match against Fortissim that really like changed a lot.
That was a huge win for Firestorm because again, Firestorm and Fort have played so many times across again Guideline and Block Stackers alike. So having a strong performance there was really awesome there for Firestorm, but still, despite trying to be extremely efficient with the garbage and having some high pieces there to utilize, there's just so much in the queue from OSW that, again, I think it's a little bit of that TEC mentality. Like, you can see that garbage queue is all the way filled up, but some of these damage spikes, especially utilizing Surge, a player is not guaranteed to top out, even if that number is above 40. So OSW just continuing the offense regardless of what is on the board until that thing says game.
Yeah, OSW, I mean, look at OSW here with this. We're seeing such a heavy increase in speed, but all those pieces were brutal. Like, nothing worked out there for OSW. That was Firestorm's game. Just without a doubt.
All right, OSW misdrops the MS2 opener. Firestorm able to continue the stick spin, and the garbage is the perfect column in order to keep this back-to-back with a very nice center well. And it still spawns in the perfect column, even on the second spike of garbage.
OSW is getting away with a bit more. Oh, interesting stray Mino there.
Okay. Mutual
okay.
dropped.
Okay, fixed it up pretty nicely. Good floating. Had to fiddle around with that Z piece for a little bit, but OSW is in a good spot now. Well, as good as can be, really.
I also just want to point out as well, like, the damage is roughly the same between Firestorm and OSW, but OSW is going almost a full piece per second faster than Firestorm. This is truly like the battle between speed and efficiency at its finest. I mean, just look at this. And
yeah,
unfortunately, sometimes speed can be quite lethal. And as OSW is no stranger to, the more pieces you put down, the more chances you run into potential misdrops that may be fatal in the wrong situations. And again, just with many of our other matches in knockout phase, still so incredibly close. 3 wins between both FIRESTORM and OSW. Going to be expecting more of the same, even as the set continues to go on.
OSW is definitely, like, not afraid to just, like, kind of get rid of the back-to-back surge whenever. Like, case in point, you can see there. Like, sending it very quickly, aggressively. FS, you know, able to kind of defend against it quickly. But, I mean, OSW's already sending so much outside of it. Look at that. Like, oh my goodness. That's just...
That was so tragic. I don't know if you caught it. FIRESTORM wanted to put the eyepiece all the way over to the right, but it caught in column, I think, 8 or 7. And unfortunately, that is, not...
Eye misdrops. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter your skill level. Eye misdrops will always just get the better of you.
All right, and again, as things continue to move on, FIRESTORM's not been able to use all of those eyepieces to great success, but manages to use them at the perfect time when they've been desperately needed. And right now, OSW, scrambling a little bit, does not have terribly good access to the garbage. Needs to rely on a lot of eyepieces, but that's also going to require a lot of upstack.
Oh, yeah.
And the more you rely on the upstack, the greater your chances are of topping out. Just putting too many pieces on the board, they do not have anywhere to go to bring the level of that stack back down.
Yeah, I think OSW, like, I think OSW still had a bit of a continuation to that down stack, but I mean, did not take it. Thought he was capable.
Careful.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Team is. Oh my!
Is this fine? I'm very shocked.
So.
This is FIRESTORM has not really seen nervous in some like. I have not seen hesitation in FIRESTORM's piece placements or any willingness to speed up. But that was so incredibly dangerous, and FIRESTORM still, without a sweat, manages to earn that win, bring back the advantage, but over OSW. Oh, we have another misstep there from OSW as FS works your way to that C-spin spike of the opener. Decides to speed up a little bit, trying to catch OSW off guard. Not going to happen, but there is a multiplayer into the quad, but OSW, enough clean garbage, not going to be phased, and immediately sends off that counter spike.
Still has room for more. Gonna be doing some... really?
A little bit of timing. Yep, FS wanted a lot of that garbage to come in, and look at the efficiency out of that as well. 124 attack out of less than 100 pieces placed.
Yeah, FIRESTORM's trying to run away with this lead now. OSW still has a chance to catch up. Has the TD opener ready. Not going to be getting a back-to-back off of it, but...
but still very easy to convert that well, regardless of the column that garbage is spawning in. When you keep that stack low, there's not a lot you really have to do to transition your well over. It's very, very seamless and very quick. And that is something that FIRESTORM is really showing can be incredibly useful, even against a player that is set and content on sending you the most garbage you have ever seen in your career. So OSW well over 200 attack per minute right now and is looking to steadily build that up. Surge right now still very, very much on deck, trying to keep it as much as possible. Finds a multiplier and look at
there we go. That's the thing OSW was looking for in those previous rounds.
You know, sometimes you need that 38 spike in order to top out a player as efficient as FIRESTORM, but players like OSW have found the art of holding on to Surge just long enough to match another spike with it. FIRESTORM, though, in very good striking distance. That is almost 600 versus score out of that. Oh my goodness, and OSW just does not have a way around it.
Yeah, and OSW is really trying to find a way back through this.
Oh, and we have actual C-spin, the JP's TKI, the more authentic TKI, if you will. And the opener decides, you know, there's been a lot of MS2, a lot of PC looping openers, but sometimes the original C-spin opener is the tried and true. That's all you need.
Classic C-spin is crazy.
That is a... Oh, no! Oh, and unfortunately, a bit of upstacking there from FS, and that is a death sentence when OSW is sending so much garbage so quickly.
Yeah, I mean, we're really shaping up to... we're still so close here. OSW is still a game behind here. But, I mean,
Oh, that's a beautiful center. Well done from OSW. Look at this.
Look at this back-to-back surge. Building and counting and counting and still going. Still going. Up
16,
to 17.
17 surge. The speed has not
sends it now.
In the slightest.
FS is gonna try and downstack to find it. Still manages to stay in the game. OSW has a nice left side well. Firestorm continuing to downstack. Almost sends OSW through to the top, but OSW still here.
That was so impressive from Firestorm. Almost 1.5 pieces per second slower, and still just so much incredibly well-timed, well-positioned pieces to work around everything that OSW has tried to send over to her board. And look at the beautiful counter spike there from Firestorm. Garbage working out almost perfectly. OSW trying to launch a bit of an early surge, cheese up Firestorm and prevent that lethal counter spike. But it's only going to do so much when Firestorm is still just as prepared to dig around all of that cheese.
Yeah,
What's your way back to that well?
I don't want to describe it as such, but it feels like OSW is slipping up a little bit too much.
Well, it's just, oh my goodness. Okay, beautiful opportunity there for the center well. FS,
did OSW just hear me?
Not able to, well, maybe. I don't know. Again, we know from the salt blocks, OSW is more than happy to be on mic and listen to things while playing. In fact, I think OSW's been in like casual like Discord, voice chats.
OSW is definitely familiar with the casual sort of play. Definitely seen him do that sort of thing in a tournament run.
Not the most common, but for some reason OSW's thrives in the casual environment despite playing to such incredible ability. But right now things are looking a bit dire as Firestorm 2 games away from closing this out and sending OSW into a last chance scenario. As we've got double TKI to kick things off. All right, a little bit of all spin there from OSW on top of the TKI. Goes for the early surge spike, but it's not going to be enough to top out Firestorm. Will produce a little bit of cheese on this board, but still nothing to snuff at. And it's so incredibly quick that Firestorm able to get down to all of that garbage, keep that board manageable. But
and look at that spike. This is looking real good for OSW. Finally getting another point over Firestorm. But, still 2 games behind. If Firestorm keeps going, this is if this goes to the back and forth, FS has got this.
And FS, with a little bit of the timing, is looking for an all-spin to try and continue this well, but not going to be able to find something. Just going to settle for a little bit of mini multiplier.
Ooh.
OSW
multiplier
looking for
from
it,
OSW.
But not able to find something that's going to force the surge pop on Firestorm's end. And so Firestorm right now able to build up surge advantage. Lets it go at around 8 or 9, but OSW
another huge spike! FS trying to find something, but there's no room. There's the gap. It's closing. It's closing in.
That's 2 straight from OSW. Brings it within 1 single game. And remember, we have Deuce on the line. So if this set continues to be close, it may result in whoever's able to reach 15 games before their opponent.
A part of me does hope this match in particular goes to Golden Point.
For Firestorm, I don't want to be biased, but Firestorm has already had a Golden Point already tonight. I would feel really bad if Firestorm had another Golden Point.
But if anything, that just kind of shows her resilience,
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, especially with a lot of close sets that Firestorm and Fortissim have had previously, I always associated that was Fort. That was always just Fort cannot have a blowout set. Everything is always extremely close. But maybe Firestorm is starting to get in that boat a little bit as well. That just everything is just very, very meticulously thought out, and it really takes a full set to beat your opponent.
Ooh, J misdrop here, but OSW is still looking in a. Actually, that one misdrop might have cost OSW a round. Because FS is already at the bottom of the board. Are you serious?
Absolutely. Again, and the thing is, if OSW didn't have that misdrop, there would have been a lot more garbage he would have been able to send off, but that is no longer on the table.
And now the tides have shifted. OSW, you can see OSW picking up the speed to try and deal with this incoming garbage.
Covers at the well. Firestorm.
Oh, jeez. Oh my god.
Firestorm's not able to get the cheese out of that.
I'm sorry, how did you get a 17 out of, like, 3 lines at the bottom of the stack there? Like, are you serious, dude?
It's really hard to find strong spikes when you're already at the bottom of the board, but it can be quite a surprise when your opponent is not expecting it.
But here we go. We're on the brink of the match.
We're on like, penultimate deuce. We're on pre-deuce.
Yeah.
This is deuce before deuce, basically.
The deuce.
You can either have what's happened on stream, where like 11 wins to 9, and the set doesn't have to go any longer than it could. But if things do not go one player's favor, we could be here for quite some time. And the Opie
and looks like it's going to be going in OSW's favor to start with.
This is
and
4
SS
straight rounds for
rebound.
OSW. 4 straight rounds over. This is incredible.
FS now has to force a deuce in order to stay on, to get that guaranteed spot.
All right, Garbage.
There is no other option.
All right,
but OSW, once he uncovers that well, it might be very dangerous. Yeah.
Oh, almost.
Oh, but FS finds it.
Very great recovery.
OSW at the bottom here.
You can see that she's speeding up as well, just to make sure that she has something in the tank and some resources ready to pop at a moment's notice. OSW trying to hold on to Surge as much as possible. It may be their win condition and their ticket to avoiding a deuce in this match.
Oh, look at that huge spike! Oh my! FS survives that! Oh my god, you need to get that eye. Okay, oh my god, got the eye down the way, but that was still too slow! No! Oh my goodness! OSW with a consecutive 5-round comeback? Oh my goodness!
You know, some people have said, the best defense is a strong, strong offense. And I think no one really embodies